Good morning. Happy Sunday, Boss Nail Babes. I hope you're all doing amazingly well. Um, I wanted to jump in here because I think it's time. I think it's time we relearn some processes and some tips and tricks that were taught to me when I started as a stylist. And I typically like to teach all of my new stylists when they start up too. Maybe not their first or second month, but as a new stylist, this is something that's really important to know, and it's going to help your business. It's going to make things run much smoother for you. And my goal here is to make this more enjoyable, more fun for you, so you can stop stressing. Okay, I know a lot of us have goals like BQ goals or income goals, or maybe you're trying to hit a rank. So I want to share some tips and tricks that I see most of the really successful stylists doing, and they're things that you can easily implement into your business. Okay, so I'm going to cover four things today. One is how to get ahead in your business. Two, how to plan for adversity. Three, how to find pockets of time in your day. And four, using your resources. Okay, so the most important one I think is how to get ahead in your business. So what I'm seeing a lot of times, and I'm looking at stats, you guys, I can see this entire team. I can see where everyone's volume is at. And we are a week in and so many people are sitting at zero, or they're sitting at $20 or $37. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this baffles my mind. To me, that tells me that people aren't doing income producing activities, or they're waiting until the very end of the month, mid-month, end of the month, to hit their goals. That has got to be so freaking stressful. The most successful stylists you will see are people, and I look on my team, the most successful stylists on my team have already BQ'd. It does not mean that they're working more hours. It means that they're using their time wisely, and they're setting up this month. They used last month to set up this month, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm going to share some tips and tricks that you can do so that you can start to develop a system to where you're BQing in the first half of the month every month, so you're not stressing at the end of the month to hit goals. You've already hit those goals. So then maybe you can watch more self-development things. Maybe you can try a new party format. Maybe you can work on enrolling or training your stylist that last half of the month, but you're not stressing, you're not sweating it. That's not enjoyable when you're stressing or sweating to hit a goal. So if you were to look back in Boss Nail Babes, we call this process working your business from the 15th to the 14th. But I'm just going to give you some simple tips and tricks on getting ahead in your business. So what are some things you can think of that would ensure that you BQ in the first week of every month, not the last week? What are some things that you can change in your systems or formats that you could do? One of those is consistently partying. The most important thing you can do in this business is to host nail bars. I'm going to say it over and over and over again because the most successful stylists are hosting consistent nail bars. If you were hosting 1 to 2 nail bars a week, you would be BQ'd by the 7th every single month. Even if you had a couple flops, that accounts for having a couple flop parties. If you are consistently booking nail bars, hosting nail bars, booking nail bars from nail bars, you would never have a problem with hitting BQ. You would never be waiting till the end of the month to hit your goals if nail bars were the basis of your business. So I would say if you're going to find one thing to work on in your business, one thing to get better at, one thing to really push, get the hell out of that VIP group, get off of TikTok, get off of social media, book nail bars. That's where you make new connections, that's where you get new customers, that's how you get more nail bars is from nail bars. And guys, it doesn't come easy. I have to do a lot of research and try new things every month to book nail bars. But I spend the time to learn systems, to YouTube things, to Google things, to go to keyword search and Boss Nail Babes, to watch connect the dots on parties and how to do them and how to book them. I go into the Tuesday trainings list in my VIA resource library to learn these things because parties are the ticket. If you want to get ahead in your month, you've got to be consistently hosting nail bars. Parties and nail bars are the same thing. Another thing. I always do a live sale in my VIP group, and I do these in parties, guys. Remember this, I do this in parties. But I try to do one, I don't do a bunch of these. I'm not constantly selling my stock because I don't have time to do that. My focus is on nail bars, and because I don't have a lot of time in my day, I do them all online. I do virtual nail bars. I don't have a lot of time to do in-person parties. A lot of you like them, so that's great. But I do one big live sale in my VIP group for my local customers to buy and pick up, porch pickup from me. I always do that towards the end of the month, so anywhere between the 21st and like the 28th or the 29th. All right, and I hold on to that cash because I've already hit my goal. I hit my BQ by like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth every month. So I hold on to that cash that I've made from those live sales. All right, I don't go spend it on gas. I don't do these other things. I wait because I've just sold off all my stock. I need to replenish my stock. So I wait till the first of the month hits and I make that reorder then. Okay, so hopefully I've sold close to $300 at least. Sometimes it's $250, sometimes it's $1,000. Just depends on how my sales are going that month. But I hold on to that cash, and as soon as the first of the month hits, I use that money to make an order from my party link to replenish my stock. So it does a couple things. One, boom, I've already hit my goal. I'm not stressing that month to BQ anymore. It's this amazing concept. Two, I've just earned free nails by making that order from my party link. Three, I'm getting a discount. If I just spent $100, I've gotten $25 back. So I'm getting more nails, more bang for my buck, more nails that I can turn around and sell at full price, and I'm getting more free nails. And I get the buy three, get one free. Okay, so think about how many free nails you're getting that you could sell at full price at a vendor event or on your next live sale, or you can use as hostess gifts to book those parties. Okay, use these in-stock things to do Christmas goodie bags or Christmas baskets for people to buy from you, or turkey grams, or whatever you want to do to increase your sales and your income producing activities. You need these nails. So always do your biggest, I only do one, my biggest income producing activity, my live sale, selling my personal stock, towards the end of the month, understanding that I've already hit my goal for that month and that money is going to be used on the first day of the following month. I've already hit my goal. This is how I hit my goals, day one of every month. On top of that, I always am setting up my parties the month before. I'm booking parties for the next month. I'm not struggling to get them. So last month, I was really trying to actively get people that wanted to do holiday parties, things like that, and I have my months set out. And it can be overwhelming for me, so I try to do them weekly, but you can also do a mega party. You can have multiple hosts in one party. It's the same process. It's much easier. But I would say instead of doing that at the end of the month, hoping you're going to hit your goal, book that mega party in the first week of your month, you guys. So you have multiple hosts in one party. You're saving time, but you're also hitting goals, okay? So hopefully this makes sense. Prepare for this month, the month before, and then you're going to be hitting goals right off the bat. And then you find that you have more time. You're not stressing. You're not like, oh, am I going to be cute? It's so amazing. And also, this is what we look for as a leader. For high enrolling leaders, we can actually make placements. I can place my stylists on my team, anywhere on my team, on my chart where I want them. They're still always my enrollee. I'm still always their mentor, but this allows me to put them with a second mentor, which is very helpful in this business. I'm only ever going to place my stylists with someone that is BQing in the first week of the month. Someone that's struggling to be, I don't care how strong they are, I don't care what your volume is, if you're struggling to hit goals until the very end of the month, I will never place my stylist with that person, okay? And I know a lot of other leaders are the same way. We're looking for people to get ahead in their business. This is so smart. It's going to take a load of pressure off your back. So just get in the habit of doing these two things. Parties and getting cash in hand with an IPA to pump that right back into a restock order first of the month. Number two, I want you to start planning for adversity in life. You have no idea how many people I hear, they're like, oh, I wish I could just, I can't do it this month. My kid's sick. Oh, my uncle died. Oh, I got COVID. It happens, you guys. Life is going to happen to you. It's going to happen. But what can we do? Well, just like in life, at my job or whatever, I plan for adversity. That's why I have a savings account. That's why I have insurance. That's why I have all of these things in line, because life happens, okay? And I want you to have that same insurance mindset with your business. I spend one day every week getting ahead of all of my posts for the week. It's usually Sunday. So today, I'll take my launcher out and let Harper rollerblade in the cul-de-sac. I have my phone, and I have I try for 3 posts a day for the whole entire week. So I always do a funny meme in the morning. I do some sort of engagement post, non-color street thing, something fun and interactive, or something that shows my life. And then I always do a nail feature at the end of the day. And I do that for the entire week. Now, if I have free time, I jump in there and do other things. I might do a guess the numbers game. I might do wall drops. But guess what? If life happens, my VIP floats. I am totally squared. Or guess what? Maybe I have 3 people that want to do a party next week. Okay, I'm not stressing my VIP. I can just focus on those parties. Or guess what? My kid's sick, and I go from having an hour a day to work my business down to 10, 15 minutes. Cool. I am not stressing. My business is on autopilot. Get ahead of your game, you guys. I spend one day a week pre-planning all my parties out, all my party posts, and doing all my hostess coaching up front before her party starts. I'm communicating. I'm talking to her. So guess what? If life happens, and there have been times, you guys, where I've had COVID, I've had a loved one die. We have 4 kids. I have 6 kids too. You're never going to hear me say, I can't work my business because of A, B, C, and D. To me, those are excuses, and that shows that I just wasn't prepared. You guys, most of us are women in here. We know how to better prepare. We know how to prepare for adversity. We know how to prepare for life and plan for it. So start making that a part of your system and your process. Just get ahead of things. It makes it so much easier. All right? Number 3, I want you to start thinking about the pockets in your day that you can use to work your business. So many times I hear, oh, I wish I could. I just can't do A, B, C, D because I don't have the time. And I'm not saying that you're not busy. I am saying that when I started this business, I was incredibly busy with 4 kids, working a full-time career, supervising other employees. I wasn't just sitting at a desk. I was a public speaker all over the county, and I was averaging about 50 hours a week. And my husband commutes and works out of town. So all parenting, the lunch prep, like that all fell on me. What I'm saying is that there are hidden pockets of time in your day. And when I hear like, oh, I just don't have the time, that tells me that you're, 1, not looking for the pockets of time, or 2, that you're using them incorrectly. Okay? So, working moms, do you have a lunch break? Because I did. Now, maybe it means you don't go with all the buddies down to the sandwich shop. Maybe it means you pack your lunch and you hang out and you go out to a peaceful place and you schedule out your party posts, or you use that hour to book parties, or maybe you use that hour to be your post office run, to send out samples. But, you know, at my job, I also got 2 state-mandated 10-hour breaks. Guess what I chose to do on those breaks? It wasn't to run to Starbucks. It wasn't to do other things. It was to work my business. Guess what? I also made the choice to wake up 30 minutes earlier in the morning. Did it suck? Yeah. Does the money suck? No. Was it worth it? Was it a sacrifice that was worth making? Absolutely. Here's some other places that I've chosen to get working in my business. Starbucks drive-thru. Sometimes you're stuck in that line for 10 freaking minutes. Do you know how many people I can connect with, ask if they enjoyed their nails, do party follow-up, book parties in a 10-minute period? If I'm intentional, if I'm not scrolling and shopping on Instagram, if I'm not stuck looking at TikTok, do you know how much work I can get done in a 10-minute segment? A lot. A lot if I'm intentional, okay? Bath time for littles. There was a time when Harper was really little and I had to be in the bath with her and I was just sitting there. Guess what? I could get 15, 20 minutes of work done every night knowing that my daughter had a bath every night and I had to be in there with her. And she would just be playing with her Barbies and blah, blah, blah. You know, there's times I had to engage and wash her hair, but a lot of that was free time. Time that I could take my phone and get my work done, get ahead in my business, work on a party, interact with customers, reply to comments, things like that. Cooking dinner. Are you waiting for something to cook in the oven? Are you waiting for the water to boil? Those are little if you guys add up quite a few 5 to 10 minute segments in your day, you will find that you have an hour and a half to commit to your business every day. And it may mean going to bed 20 minutes late if you like to do your work in the evening. It might mean waking up 20, 30 minutes earlier when the house is quiet and the kids are still asleep. But you have time. And if you're telling me that you don't have any time, a lot of times I ask to get a time log of the day and it's used on TikTok. You're like, I'm looking for ideas. No, get out of there. What's income producing is building relationships with people and doing those things. Stop wasting it. TikTok's not making you money. Scrolling Instagram and looking at people with flat abs is not making you money. Those things are not income producing. Take that time away and use it to build your business. So, find the pockets of time in your day. I hear a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't have time for personal development. I'm like, well, do you work? And they're like, yeah, that's why I don't have time. And I'm like, what's your commute to work? And they're like, 15 minutes. I'm like, that's 30 minutes a day you could listen to a podcast on sales. 30 minutes a day before you take off, you could find a training in Boss Nail Babes and listen to it audibly as you drive home. 30 minutes a day that you could, listen to a Connect the Dots training each day. There is time to learn if you look for the pockets of time in your day. And I'm coming to you as someone that was a person, if you had asked me if I could do this business, I was like, absolutely not. I have no time in my day to do it. But I was creative and I found the time, and I know that you guys can find the time too. If you want it. If you want it bad enough, you can find those pockets of time. Okay, and lastly, number 4 I want to talk about today, use your resources. Your success is not dependent on your upline. This is going to blow your mind, okay? You being successful has nothing to do with who your upline is. I know that's crazy. It's great. And it does help to have, it's nice to feel supported and have an upline, but you are filled with resources. Do you have access to the VO Resource Library? Do you have access to the Tuesday training links, which is in the VO Resource Library? If you're a new stylist, are you in the Jumpstart Smart Start group? Are you in Boss Nail Babes? Do you have access to YouTube? Do you have access to Google? Everything you could possibly need to have a successful business has been created for you. We have app trainings. We have everything you need. We have a file section up here in Boss Mail Babes with forms and files you can print out and send to. Literally, if you get creative with using your resources, if you learn how to keyword search in these groups, if you know how to search on YouTube, you can find anything that you need. So when you're struggling, like let's say you're like, oh, I can't book a party, the first thing I ask is, well, how many trainings have you watched on it? What research have you done? And those stylists are coming to me to solve their problems when they could have used their resources to solve their own problems. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, my live sale bombed. I'm like, great, that sucks, but like, talk to me. What other things have you looked at? Have you keyword searched income producing activities? Have you keyword searched sales? Have you listened to any podcasts on sales? No, I just, I wanted you to tell me what to do. So really the biggest, you will find the most successful people on Color Street are not the people that have the best uplines necessarily, okay? They are not. It is how resourceful they want to be with the resources at hand. And you guys, I could spend 3 hours a day using Color Street resources, watching YouTube videos, connected, and I still, in 3 years, wouldn't get through all the trainings that there are. There's no freaking way. You have got to use your resources because they are there. And when some of us started, there was no app, there was no connect the dots, there were none of these trainings, okay? So you are starting at the perfect time to have everything available to you if you want to be successful. Use those resources. Are you checking Boss Nail Babes every day? Because people are posting great ideas. This is how I booked a party. This is how I did this vendor event. But are you checking it? Or are you just hoping that your upline is going to tag you in something and they're going to send you the information? You've got to take it upon yourself to use your resources and be resourceful if you want to have success in this business. Maybe you suck at something. We all do. I've sucked at plenty of things. It may have taken me, sometimes it takes me 3 months to get good at something here. But I'm committed. Each day I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch a thing on this. I'm going to watch a thing on enrolling. Okay, I'm going to listen to a podcast on this great lady's, her focus is, social selling and authenticity. I'm going to listen to this for the next 2 weeks on my drive to work. Okay, and I'm going to learn this and implement it. I don't just listen to trainings and not do anything. I listen to a training, I learn it, I try it. Maybe it bombs. Go back to the drawing board, find a new training, learn it, apply it. Maybe I get a little better. Listen to a training, learn it, apply it. So I would really encourage you to, one, get ahead in your business. Make sure that you're doing the things, the simple steps, parties, and income-producing activities to get that cash in hand so you can BQ on the first week of every month. Get ahead. Makes life so much easier. Two, plan for adversity. Again, this also comes with getting ahead, but you have to know what's going to come. You cannot be reactive. You need to be proactive with just life in general. Three, find those pockets of time in your day. If you're saying that you're too busy, it means you're not using them wisely because everyone has the pockets. And four, be resourceful. Use your resources. These are things that are going to help you as a stylist from here on out with being less stressed, with getting ahead in your business and finding more success. All right, you guys, I'm going to take off now. Got to use this pocket of time. I'm going to listen to a podcast as I drive to go pick up my daughter. All right? Bye, y'all.